Hey guys, so in today's video we're going to discuss a common problem that people have with GitHub is that they accidentally commit a file to the repository that they didn't intend to, and then they try to remove it but somehow it doesn't get removed. So we're going to tackle that. We're going to talk about git ignore. We talk about that specific command which can be used, that is git rm, and the options that need to be used with it. So let's start with the scenario. Now we have our main file and we have our gitignore file, and we see our gitignore file is empty, and then we have our quotes user directory that stores the quotes that are in the application. So let's now check the status of the working branch. So we see that we have untracked files in this directory, and we do have, but we don't really want to add these to our version control because this is specific to a user. We don't want to put out user information in open source environments. But let's just say that by accident we added all these files. So we are going to add all these files. Now if we check the status back, and we have changes to be committed, and let's say we commit this as well. We commit as sensitive user data. Oops. And now we have the file. Now this kind of issue. Now let's say we want to remove these files from our history. So the first thing that we need to do is, remove this file, but we're not going to do that right now. What a coder, a novice coder might do is, they will go up to the gitignore file that they have, .gitignore file that they have. They've mentioned a directory, and even if they want, they can mention all these files. And this will basically ignore all files in the quote users that end in .text. But let's just ignore the directory itself, not worry about anything that's inside it. So now we check the status and there will be a change to git ignore. So let's say git add dot yes, and now check status. Okay, and now we commit all this. Git ignore. Okay, and cool. Now if we check the status, nothing to commit, and now we're gonna make some changes on here, right? But it still comes up. So what should we do right now? Well, to remove a file that has been already been tracked, you just put in this command. You use git rm and then use the option cached, and then you mention the file name. But in this case we can just mention the directory itself, so don't worry about too much. Not removing recursively without r. Okay, and use r as well because it is a directory, that's why we have to use r. So we removed it, and now let's see the status. Okay, and let's just commit all this. Fixed fixed under. All right, that's cool. Now let's see, and if we go back to here, yeah, so that's how you fix that issue. Obviously add this, and but if somehow you have already added it before and committed it as well, you can use this command